Hello, welcome to my project called Growing Community. This project is meant for grades 9 through 12 for special education at REV, Behavioral Intervention Program. The project sources from me. The reason why I decided to take on this project is because I am a member of Redlands and I love this city so much. I want our kids to understand the importance of community. I want to teach them entrepreneurship. I want to teach them gardening and teaching, and I want to teach them vegetable identification. So what this project mainly is going to be is each student is going to be able to build their own garden with several different vegetables. The reason why I feel like this is important is because kids need to understand vegetable identification. They need to understand how to garden their own vegetables, as well as understand the nutritious value of them. I think that often special education students, they feel left out. They don't really have the healthiest of eating habits and are unable to identify many vegetables. By creating a garden and opening a fruit stand at the end of the garden project, the students can feel like they're a part of their communities while learning a healthy trade that is teaching them about gardening, vegetable identification, biology, and entrepreneurship. The learning objectives. Students will build a small plant bed and place 5 different plants in each bed. Students will research the care that each plant needs and take care of the plants each day. Students will learn about the biological benefits of compost, photosynthesis, H2O as it regards to plants, nutrients that plants need, and self-care. Self-care for the plants and self-care for the child themselves, because children that are in these special education programs need to be able to take care of something as well as themselves and need to understand they could do it. The assignment will also have a social component as well with each other in the community. I want the kids to be able to be social with each other, with me, and the community, and learn a little bit about themselves as well as other people, as well as plants and vegetables. The skills addressed, like I said, are biology, entrepreneurship, community service, management, communicating. Asking for help is a big thing with these kids. They need to understand how to ask for help when they see that their plant is a little bit droopy or anything like that. Asking for help is a major thing and not just taking that on by themselves. And then mainly social skills as well. Evidence of learning was the proof. Students will be expected to verbalize what their plants need and the possible scenarios in which the plants may die and the reasons that may cause these problems. Additionally, each student will be expected to know which type of vegetable they are growing and various types of that certain vegetable as well. So I don't only want them to know what a tomato is, I want them to understand what an heirloom tomato is, a zebra tomato, things of that nature, so that way they could identify these things and kind of appreciate them a bit more. Also, each week, depending on the weather, I want to go over each of the kids' plants with them and be able to figure out what that plant needs for that week. Is it going to need more water? Is it going to need less water? Now that it rains, what does that mean? What if it's just sprinkling? Do you need to water it at all? These are the kinds of things that these kids need to learn and that they will learn each week. And that's kind of how I know they're getting the grasp of what they're doing and just understanding cause and effect of weather for their plants. So, how am I going to motivate these kids? Steve Jobs has a great example here. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. So I want the kids to love what they do. So encourage them, encourage them, encourage them. When students are encouraged, they tend to do a little more better. There's plenty of research to back that up, and they'll keep that positive attention going. They want to keep that momentum. I also will take photos of each of the plants when they start, maybe like 2 weeks on, to show the kids progressively how their plants are growing. And also bring vegetables for the kids to try from various farmers markets, so that way they can kind of understand. Maybe bring like a bruschetta for class, so that way kids can understand they need like tomatoes and even like cheese and the way all these things go together. So that way these kids can hold conversations, and that's very important, especially in special education programs. So my project sketch. As I've said, I'll reiterate it though, high school students will learn, create, and distribute vegetables throughout the community. This project is specifically designed for students to be more active in their communities, learn about vegetables and nutrients, and build social skills with other students and community members. There will be no tangible rewards, just a feeling of accomplishment and watching vegetables grow. So the tangible reward, even though I said there is no tangible reward, is that vegetable at the end. But I'm not going to give them like prizes or anything like that. I think that seeing a tomato grow or seeing a pepper grow or anything like that is enough. And then being able just to share that with people. I think kids want to share what they've done with people. So it's very important. The assessment, what do they already know? Is going to be the before they even start. So I'll meet with the class with a bag full of fruits and veggies, and students will try to identify each item by name and classification. So I just want to see where they're at, see if they know if the fruit is bitter or sweet. Bring things like dragon fruit, things that are pretty fun and colorful. Eggplant, what to do with them, things like that, and just kind of get them excited a little bit, as well as an assessment. My bet is they're only going to know basic fruits and vegetables, apples, bananas, pineapples, and then bring in like parsnip or something like that to kind of throw them off a little bit. In what ways are the students growing as learners? This is an assessment I will do throughout the week. So it's just guiding students will be imperative with these projects. The student's success is most important for their own self-esteem. Questioning each student about why and how they are nurturing their plant is important. So like I said, with the weather, I want these kids to be able to give them some time throughout the day to look up the weather, what it's doing, what that plant needs, if it's droopy, if it's turning a different color, maybe one of their vegetables is taking a weird shape. Maybe it's, like I said, is drooping down. They need to stake it. So just seeing where they're at each week with it. And then how do they change as a learner? This is at the end. So at the end of the project, I'm going to hold individual meetings with each student about why they learned and how they can apply it in other areas of their life. This project is meant to build community and knowledge about nutritious food items. In addition, the project is meant to teach students that they are capable of more than they realized before. So my goal is when they grow this tomato, or they grow the jalapeno, or they grow a pepper, or they grow some kale, carrot, whatever it is, that's something they didn't know they could do. And I want them to be able to understand they can do so much more they could do. So thank you very much. That is my project. Some of the main points I want you to get out of this is I want kids to learn about biology. I want them to learn about nutrition. I want them to be more active in their communities, because I think that's very important. And learn a level of entrepreneurship with their food stands. I'm not going to do anything like charge for their fruits and vegetables, but I do want them to share that with people and be able to gain some kind of entrepreneurial skill with that. Thank you very much for listening.